In the city that never sleeps, fashion exudes freedom and luxury. Today, different from London, Milan and Paris, New York is like the cool girl that everyone is curious about. She wears the row but loves vintage clothes, drinks cocktails at Superbueno, and goes to beaches on the weekends. She hypnotizes and catches everyone's attention. Starting another fashion season, this year's New York Fashion Week, new interpretations of the city's fashion, full of references to the relaxed elegance and bustling city life on the runway. Whether it's the cool of the Lower East Side or the sophistication of the Hamptons, they were in Ralph Lauren sequins and Coach graffiti blouses. This season, the brands perfectly brought the reflection of the city to the runways. We know New York Fashion Week is 10 of 10, from classic brands like Carolina Herrera and Tory Burch to new names like Sandy Lang and Melita Buemeister. There's always something new to be amazed by. Well, this year, the season was a hit outside of traditional runways, with fashion events like book signing for Naomi at the Bookmark bookstore, some digital shows by Hervé Leger and Maisie, and the anticipation shows by Proenza and Ralph Lauren. Not to mention the visits by French labels Alaïa, Off-White, and Dutch artist Ronald van der Kamp, who took the opportunity to celebrate the 10th anniversary of his brand there. Yes, everybody loves New York. Today we're going to take a look at what happened during the coolest week of all, what trends were on the runways, and what happened on the streets. After all, we're obsessed with street style. If Italian luxury brands are inspired by regions, here they are inspired by city neighborhoods. Soho, Lower East Side, Brooklyn, everywhere in fabrics, cuts, and lengths. Starting with Coach, they did this very well. They didn't deny their love for skateboarding and nostalgia. At the Highline Park in Manhattan, Stuart Viviers added skateboarding to his sporty mood board. With khaki pants and sport caps, t-shirts, and varsity jackets. At the same time, he made grunge with his pastel colors, satin dresses, combined with sneakers, with cassette tapes and other unusual objects replacing the lace. At this show, what couldn't go unnoticed were the draft t-shirts and souvenir blouses from New York. Obviously, a love letter to the city. Going to Sandy Liang, we were taken by a more natural, mature, girly universe, just like she did in fall 2024. Her summer brings a girly woman dressed in tailoring and satin, avoiding the Gen Z trends. Mature woman with Jackie Kennedy style sets, puffy blouses, metallic accessories, and smart styling. The kind of fashion show you want to buy everything after you finish watching it. Leaving the streets of New York for the tranquility of the Hamptons, Ralph Lauren brought sophistication to the runway. In this collection, Ralph Lauren declared his love for America. He chose codes of American culture, Yankee baseball caps, the femininity of America Art Deco, and leather riding boots. Everything was very refined and polished. Light tailoring was also heavily explored, along with waisted dresses, sequins, and large earrings. And as if that weren't enough, he brought the Western with some thick belts, gowns, and flowing dresses, the items that everyone wants in their summer suitcase. Going to Long Island, Philip Lim mixed the spontaneous looks with chic. This season, there was a lot of lace, silk, sequins, and chic swimwear. In addition, there are many trends on the streets. Billie Eilish baggy shorts and Hailey Bieber's initial necklaces, which shows that the brand is open to new things. This makes us curious about what will come next. Moving on to Brandon Maxwell, they didn't give up on transparency. This was evident in the sets, dresses and tops paired with metallic bags. This season, the highlights were the leather sandals and long satin halter dresses and ruffles on the dresses. Going up to the top floor at Domino Sugar Factory, Tory Burch brought elevated swimwear. Yes, if we sometime miss swimwear on the runway, Tory Burch delivered. The show featured swimsuits, pinstripes, corn purses, and belts, and large round bags. The highlight was the wide leg pants that gave an elegant post-beach look. For those who like to be at the beach all day, but don't turn down a cocktail at the beach club with families and friends in the evening. Moving on to Carolina Herrera, just 2 words, stylish and polished. This season, Wes Gordon brought less color than usual, restrained but still cheerful summer. On the runways, in addition to neutrals, flowers, and polka dots, pink and some trends, the capri pants. Yes, we are noticing it. The good girl is changing. Moving on to Michael Kors, just like Tory Burch, they brought swimwear with the monochromic summer. On the runway, there were lots of summer coats, lace, basket, straw bags, waisted dresses, and loose shorts. Moving on to the guest Alaya, everything was so clean and polished. Hair up, low-waisted skirts, big exaggerated earrings, strategic cutouts, and bubble pants instead of the favorite bubble skirt. This season, summer was so simple, full of personality. We know that everything about Alaya is elegance, even the fanny packs, and the baby pink has become more mature. Finally, the other guest. Off-White brought a more utilitarian summer, full of references from Ghana, Virgil's family's country, and Sierra Leone, Kamara's country. After the first look appeared on the runways, we understood why he decided to go to New York this summer. The city was the right place for him to bring his references. Kamara's mood board has a lot of urbanity and freedom that perfectly matches the city. Whether in graffiti t-shirts, tight jackets, worn-out pants, and boho belts, Off-White delivered 100% of its love for the street style. After many shows, let's see what the runways are setting as trends for next summer. First of all, butter yellow. The tone is strong this season. It appeared in Carolina Herrera dresses and Ralph Lauren bags, proving that it can be a versatile and elegant color. Moving on to corporate, designers continue to bring office wear, but unlike Copenhagen, here it is a more gothic tone. Thirdly, the bubble skirts. Unlike 2010 this year, they come in with more daring touch, emerging as highlights of any look, whether combined with tops or sneakers or with heels and jacket. This is the trend of the season. Looking at the sporty, since we're talking about New York, it will always be there. This year, pleated skirts, rugby shirts, and sports caps were present on several shows, breaking up the classic a bit. And we are surprised by Tommy Hilfiger's nautical style, which we haven't seen in fashion for a long time. Whether it's striped shirts or polo dresses, it's popping up on the runways. Moving on to baggy Bermuda shorts. This time they are paired with bolder pieces, leather jackets, or acid washes, unlike the minimalist runways in Copenhagen. In the 6th place, we have capri pants. We know they are back, and for those who don't like the idea, need to get used to it. They have been breaking down seasonal barriers. This season, they are versions for all styles, from cotton to knit. Whether you like it or not, they give a vintage touch to the look like no other trend does these days. We all feel like Marilyn Monroe. Keeping with the old look, 90s stiletto mules made a triumph return in New York. If they used to occupy the shelves of thrift stores, today they are on the shelves of luxury stores. A perfect option for those who love practicality and elegance. We hope this trend stays around for a while. In 7th place, baby pink. Last year's Barbie's hot pink took over the streets, but today baby pink is on the catwalks, and we highlight it can be a substitute for our burgundy and butter tones. This season, it was on Sandy Liang dresses and Alaya skirts. Lastly, we have sequins. They are the game changer for any look. This season, they are not just for parties. If in Copenhagen they put leather in summer, why not sequins on the hot streets of New York? At Ralph Lauren's and Brandon Maxwell, they were shouting, "Let's celebrate something." Well, going to the streets, we know that New York is always versatile. We love the spontaneity of the street style. No one can deny that New Yorker style is unpredictable. This season, the street was anti-trend. They are altered in lengths, cuts, and shapes, starting with bubble skirts. They are longer. If you were used to wearing them short, here they are middies, making everything more comfortable for long days in the city. This made us fall in love with them even more. Whether with Mary Jane shoes or high heels to elevate the look, They went beyond Instagram posts. Well, since we're talking about New York, we should talk about sportswear, tracksuit jackets, team shirts, and retro sneakers. No more oversized shirts or dad jackets. Everything was more fitted and aligned, as if the sizes were smaller. Moving on to leopard print. We don't need to make many comments. Animal print is neutral. If before you were used to seeing it on dresses, jeans, and skirts, now it's on bags and shoes. And trust me, I won't be leaving for a long time. Moving on to leather. Just like Copenhagen, New York has redefined leather. It's no longer a winter fabric. We should get used to it. And next up, baggy jeans. On the streets, they are looser and more comfortable, combined with tops that shows the belly. It seems like the 2000s will never go away. And following the serene trend, New York brings librarian glasses instead of sunglasses. Lastly, the no pants look. It may seem strange, but it's already on the streets. Most of the time combined with trench coats, oversized blazers, or striped polo shirts like Miu Miu Summer 2024. I know, controversial. Will this progress? Well, the first week of fashion season has come to an end. We are totally curious and excited for what's next to come. The season is just beginning. This summer, New York was thrilled with its spontaneity and elegance. Once again, the city shows that every year it reinvents itself. We still have London, Milan, and Paris. There is still a lot of water to flow. New names on the calendar, new designers, and the hottest street style and fashion. Here, we continue to update our Instagram feeds. And just like New York, fully attentive and awake. That's it for today. Comment below what was your favorite show of the season. We want to know. As we bid farewell, we invite you to like and subscribe to our channel. Until next time, stay stylish, stay chic. XOXO, House of Vanity.